Pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Hello? Hello? Why my thing is saying that YouTube is not working? No, it is working. Okay, just a glitch. It's just a glitch into the matrix. Hello everyone! Good afternoon, good morning, welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. We have a picture of the day. They are dancing on the tables here. Holy moly. They are dancing on the tables. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah. So today I want to work on the factions and organizations because factions and organizations are connected to everything we want to do, right? So the progression of the game, the quest chains, I mean, it's all connected, right? It's all connected. So if we don't make it good, this game will never feel like a game. So I need to do this. Now, it's not the most fun part of development, but we will try to make it fun anyway. So what I want to do, I basically want to start from this document, right? And ensure that our NPC are to a faction. Now I don't really know if I also want a faction title, right? But we may put it just for just because, right? And then I want to add it to the database, and this we can do automatically with just an insert. But basically for every organization I want to have the NPC starting the chain, which and that is kind of the easy part, right? But then I want to have the members, right? The members. So who is really part of that faction? And the problem is that it's not that easy to determine, right? It's not that easy to determine because for each NPC, I basically need to like for example, this one is 1 million people. And I don't know if I agree, because if we have like 1 million people in one, then we have 0 on this one, right? Exactly. And the point is that it should also match, so it should match the quests, but should also match the equipment somehow, right? Like if they are part of the War Smiters, right? There is blunt weapons. Obviously, these people need to be using blunt weapons, right? So okay, so let's do this work. It's a bit annoying, but let's do it. We will go top down, one line after the other, right? One line after the other, and we will try to identify within a certain faction all the NPC that are part of it. So for example, so the first one is the Order of the Kinech, right? And here we already have some confusion because So order of the keen edge. Here we already have some confusion because let me copy this quickly. Let me copy this quickly. So the background is this, right? The order of keen edge is the renown, blah 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 blah, right? So the question is, do we have a leader? Do we have a leader of the keen edge, right? And I think what I can do, I can use the NPC extraction. Yeah, so I will work massively on 2 screens, so you may not see everything I do, but Introduction to combat. Introduction to combat. My version of the game is old. No! Wait, I need to switch. I need to switch my game version. Need to switch my game version to 51. 51. Okay. Apply. Usually when I apply it disappears. Yes, in fact it disappeared, but I can pin it again. And I put it here. So this is the new, it is the new shortcut. Okay. So this work is gonna take time, boys. It's gonna take time, but it's absolutely critical. If we don't do it, we cannot give a good progression into the game. So I have to do it. Okay, so everything start with Zerrin, right? And we said that Zerrin is asking you for combat. For combat, she's saying 2 things. She's saying you may be inside the guards and the government, or you can be like an independent fighter. So if you choose guards and government, and this table is correct, Octarchy, Remant should send you to Remant in theory, right? Let me see. To serve the guards, government speak with Remant. Okay, fantastic. But if you are interested in fighting independent fighter, then you go to Gregory. Okay, and she's not telling you more than that. Okay, fantastic. So any fighter of any type, and in our case we have 4 guilds, right, starts with Gregory. And in fact we have Gregory, right? We have Gregory. Okay. Then I go to Gregory, right? There is Gregory. Actually, Gregory seems to have more blunt weapons than blades. And we just said that he's the head of the keen edge. I mean, we can change it. You can change it anytime. We can change it anytime. We can change it anytime. Sorry, let me hide at 1 second these two columns because yeah, they're just confusing me. Okay. Okay, so Gregory, right? So Gregory does a first quest which is called Introduction to Combat. Now the ranks I don't really care actually because I have them all here. The ranks are here. So for the Keen Edge, right? For the Keen Edge we have this. But I don't know if I really want to put it into this file now because this file actually has I mean, I don't want to waste time on stuff that anyway. By the way, and this was like, in theory was like this. No. Can I hide this column? And extract this without that column? No. Shit. I cannot copy only what I see. It's copying anyway the middle column even if it's hidden. Annoying. Super annoying. Super annoying. Okay. Hello, Hula. Hello, hello. So what we say is that ranks 6, 7, 8 are the masters. Are the masters. Okay. Okay, what we know is that we have a first let me try to copy this. So we have a first one which is called Introduction to Combat, right? There is a quest. There is a quest on Gregory which is Introduction to Combat. Which is here, Introduction to Combat. Exactly. Gregory gives information about it, get started in hunting and fighting. So the first thing I want to check if there is any mention to the associations, right? Yeah, here is just explaining you a bit about the weapons. Then there are a number of random questions like how do I get a shield, how do I get armor, how do I practice armor. So all of that is very, I think it's good, it's just a bit generic. Are there organizations related to hunting or fighting? A few for sure. Here in the arena you find mercenary and gladiator. There's also the live gladiator. Okay, so this part needs to be changed completely, right? Because this part is not aware of the faction of the new factions, right? So I think we can expand it so that he will explain about the different organizations, right? I think we should expand this quest. And so to be sure that he's actually guiding you a bit more, right? At the moment he's not guiding you at all. So it's just completely introduction to combat, and then after that is going for another quest that is called a dirty job for a dirty mercenary, right? But that one which by the way is not really guiding you to this one in any way, because you go to Bordaron, but Bordaron fuck. Bordaron is not even in this list. Okay, we need to update this, because I think the introduction to combat should really branch into four groups, right? Let me just see 1 second these war smiters. This war miter in theory is starting from where? Ah, it's completely empty. Okay, well, GG. No, this one is not. I don't see this. Why? Here, definitely we are not in line. Is system made for having the same kind of result as Magic? No, I think that... no, I think on weapons... No, I think on weapons it should be open. Are only the wizards that are a bit protective of their crafts. Right? Why my face is sleeping? I don't know. Maybe not. No, I don't think you should. I don't think you should block. No, I don't think so. Just a second. Okay. We need to understand that, but okay, yeah. So basically, I would like the introduction to combat to branch into the four areas, right? And I think that so let me just be sure that we have the latest version here. Too many screens. Too many screens. Too many screens. Um, so I think all this part is okay. I'm just trying to understand if it's linear, but it seems to be linear, right? So step 5, step 5, step 6, step 6. So it seems to be, this part is completely linear. Now, after this, is it still linear? Step 7, yes. All this is still linear, right? Because these steps are one the child of the other. I don't know if I really like the fact that these ones are not in parallel. Ah, now they are in parallel. So where I get a shield, where I get the armor, where I get to work as a fighter, all these ones are okay, are in sequence. And then basically here is when you have answer to all three, right? That you can do in any sequence. It goes into these organizations. Okay. Are there any organization related to hunting or fighting? I think that yeah. So here we need to expand it, right? So he's saying a few for sure. I think this I need to completely redo, right? So we want to describe these 4 factions. We want to describe. I just removed the description. GG. Yeah, we want to describe these 4 factions. Right? So Gregory. He will guide the player through the knowledge, through the 4 organizations present in the game for fighting. Okay. I need the dialogue where Gregory explains where the player. Well, first I think I need an introduction phrase where he's like summarizing all the 4, right? I need the dialogue where Gregory summarizes all the 4. With their main weapon, and then 4 separate when the player asks details about one, right? Yeah, exactly. You've got 4 main groups to choose from if you are serious about the art of combat. Each one got his own focus style and weapon choice. Yeah, now the problem is that this cannot be that long, right? There is no way. I mean, this summary dialogue needs to be way shorter, right? I don't like it. I think it should. I think it should say that the organization. I don't like this. I don't like the fact that is. I think the names can be mentioned later, right? I mean, if the player is not interested in one of them, I think that I don't like this. Let's say I like the introduction. I like this a bit, but I think it should be reworked. So you can say you've got 4 main organizations to choose from if you are serious about the art of combat, right? Each one has got his own focus, style, and weapon of choice. The weapon, yeah. The weapon used and the combat style are the main elements. Are the main elements here. We can also say you can also be part of multiple organizations, but that will spread you thin for progress and fame. Okay. You learn about 4 main organizations related to fighting. Okay. Now, after you completed all those 3, are there other arenas like this one? I think we need to add here the 4 questions. So here there will be 4 more questions. So all these steps need to change, unfortunately. We are at the end of the quest, so it's not too bad. Right, but I would like to have a step 13 that says require combat step 12. And this one will be I think we should group it already by weapon, right? So we can go Sword Academy, right? We can go Sword Academy. So Sword Academy will be 1, and it needs to explain you what is the Sword Academy, right? And then we will have another one. So we really need 4 steps here. I think they can be all in parallel, right? So this will be step 14. So the Sword Academy will be the Order of the Keen Edge. Okay. The second one will be the War Smiters. And the War Smiters, it's a bit annoying to switch between And the War Smithers is blunt weapons. Okay. Blunt weapons. Then we have 15. So I guess it's the Rangers of the Dome. Yeah. Rangers of the Dome, which is basically everything that is ranged. Right? And it is, yeah, ranged weapons. Archers and bows. In theory, I think it's a bit more than that, because you can also have other ranged weapons like throwing daggers or things like that, but fine. And yeah, and obviously all this will be 13, 14, 15, 16, right? Okay. There is 16. There is other faction. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So, and the last one is the Indomitables, which is the X, right? X weapon. Axe weapon. Okay, so this will be the new steps. Now we need to put in the text. I think that, so I think that what the player can do, the player can just pick the weapon, right? Just pick the weapon, right? So, Sword Academy. Okay, so the player will have to say, I want to be a master of the blade. So I think the player will say, I want to become a master of the blade, like swords. Swords and such. No, let's say just a master of the blade. So the player will say, I want to become a master of the blade, okay? And so then Gregory will say, the order of the keen edge is for those who live and die by the sword. They don't care much about also brute force. It's all about clean technique, sharp reflexes, and a good name carved into the records. You'll train with mastery, you'll duel their way into the legend. If you see a fighter move the water like us in the wind, the keen edge without a doubt. Wow, that's a nice answer, but it's too long for me. But it was a nice answer, actually. So he will answer, the order of the keen edge is for those who live and die by the sword. They don't care much, they don't care much for noise or brute force. Brute force, it's about clean technique, sharp reflexes, and a good name carved into the records. Okay, nice. Now, I think that here it should already point you to someone, right? And that's the problem that we have. So that at the moment we don't really have, because we didn't finish the reasoning, but in theory here he's saying Gregory. So he's saying that basically Gregory is the one that does Melee have a faction? Good question. Yes, he's inside the War Smiters because he's blunt. Yes, he's inside the War Smite. So if you are melee, whatever it is, melee, you are inside this one. Includes melee fighting. Yes. Good question, Hula. Fantastic. I would say fantastic question. Fantastic question. So when he's saying that Keen Edge, right? Keen Conflict and Swordplay. Ah, yes, because it starts with Gregory. Yeah. We have one. So actually, Gregory can start from there. Okay, fine. That's very nice. So the order of Keen Edge is for those who live at this war. Don't care much about not perform about niggas of flash. If you want to focus on this, I'm your I will be your mentor. I will be your mentor. So just speak with me. When we are done with this discussion, which is a polite way to say is another quest, so you have to do it separately. For blades and swords, Gregory told me the organization is called the Order of the Keen Edge, and I can speak with him about it. Okay. The quest notes are super important because the second one is the blunt weapon users, right? Blunt weapon users. My virtual hand are lethal weapon in PS. Yes, you see. So you are a War Smiters, and we already have the guild house, right? For the War Smiters, is the square building. Ah no, that one is the Indomitable. The War Smiters is the other one. Now I don't. I don't remember how I associated each to each, but anyway. Yeah, the War Smiters is this one. The War Smiter is this one. So if you are a melee weapon, this is your guild, Hula. Do you like it? That is your guild. Okay. Gregory went away meanwhile. Okay, so blah 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 blah. Blunt weapon user. So I think the player can say something like, I like blunt weapons, and in brute force. I like blunt weapon and brute force. Give them to me. Or I don't know, whatever. So he will say for blunt weapons, blunt weapons and melee, you have to speak with, and here we have the problem because I think that the war smiters we don't have a first guy. We can try to figure it out now. So we have 3 quests. In theory, but in practice we only have 1 because 1 is completely empty. We're still waiting the grand opening of the Martial Art Academy. Kaiman is a merchant. Nah, maybe he does a bit of martial art, but he will never open an academy. He's too busy selling stuff. He's too busy selling, so nah. So the one starts with Avead. Who the hell is Avead? I don't remember. He's a guy in the arena. Ah, it's this guy. Oh, it's this guy in Ocean. Is this guy in Ocean? Is this guy? Oh my god. Really? I don't know if it's a good idea. This guy. Because this one is requiring level 50 already. I think we are missing a quest. I don't know, for whatever reason, one quest is empty. Let me see if by any chance I have it somewhere, but I don't think so. Let me search for quest and see if quest chain, combat system. Quest 1. Huh? Quest for AS. What is it? Oh wow. Quest Bow Rangers of the Dome. Quest Bow Ranger of the Dome. No, I found something. Hammer War Smiter. $1,495. This thing is a bit of a mess, my boys. 1495. Yeah, because in reality the one that we are missing is 1493. Quest 1, Blunt Dream. Quest 2, Spread the War. Ah, I found them, I found them, I found them. I found them, guys. I found them. I found them. Bangrom. Wait. Bangrom. Bangrom is this guy. He doesn't have any weapon, anything? Strange. He only has a pouch. Let me see when this... Yeah, I found them, I found them. I found the quest. 2020. He's here. We have a lot of duplicates. We have a lot of duplicates in the files. So I found files. Combat. It's a bit of a mess. But yeah, there are actually things. The problem is that they are separated a bit differently. So there is the axe, there is the bow, there is the hammer, there is the sword, and then there is also the pole arm. But the pole arm at the moment... Keen conflict. Keen conflict. Platinum Warriors, Slimy Dubbed. Yeah, this one, okay, so these ones actually are the same. Yes. 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 So why... Okay. So I found two different directories. That have basically the same stuff, but organized differently. Just give me a second. I need to listen to I hate who is sending vocal messages, right? What the fuck? Why people are sending vocal? You cannot read. You cannot read. The only way to know, you know. Just a second, huh? Okay. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I listen to the freaking voice message, which is the most annoying thing. Never send voice messages to people because they cannot read it. Okay? Wait a second. And then wait okay. I'm pretty sure I will get another voice message as an answer, but fuck. Oh Jesus. Okay, so obviously. See. Yeah, I'm organizing for tomorrow that I have to travel and so. That I have to travel. Okay. Okay, so I found the actual quest, which is very nice, and it seems that none of them are enabled in game. So we will have to understand. We will have to understand. I will have to understand if all these NPC that are actually mentioned in the quest actually exist or not. Like for example, this one, it does. Are the descriptions? Yeah, description are the same. Okay. Yeah, the descriptions of these guys are the same, so it seems consistent actually. It seems consistent. Okay, so you know what I will do? I will just move all of this. I will just move all of this under the other directory so that we don't mess up, right? Okay. 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 Now in theory my Dropbox should update the files automatically. Yeah, it's doing it. Okay. Nice. Nice. Okay. We have a way forward because actually the quest exists. Incredibly enough, the quest exists. Someone did it long time ago, but they were never added. So, okay, so for the blunt weapons, right, which is the hammer, which is the War Smiters, the first quest seems to be yeah, it's not very easy to navigate through all these files, so we have to put them in game as soon as possible. Faction War Smiters. Ranks. Yeah, but these ranks, are these ranks the same as these ranks? I don't think so. Ranks. I'm just trying to understand if everything is in sync or not. Yes, it is exactly in sync. Oh, wow. Incredible. Okay. I mean, this thing was created a million years ago, but it seems that it's all in sync. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. So in theory, we have 5 quests, right? We have 5 quests that have been created for this faction that we never added to the game. I don't know if they are good or bad, but so the first one is called Blunt Dream. And actually he starts with Bangrom, with this guy. It starts with this guy. Okay. Okay. So in our quest, okay, it's fine. It's good. It's good. So in our quest here, I don't know where the hell is it. Here, we will say, I like the one blunt weapons and brute force. For blunt weapon and melee, you have to speak with Bangstrom. This name, Bangrom, whatever. You have to speak with Bangrom. You can find him downstairs in the arena training halls. He's a bit of a character, but surely the best person, the most passionate about blunt weapons and melee. You say melee. And melee. I don't know if I want to add more, but the organization is called the Warsmiters. Okay. Very nice. So downstairs in the arena training hall. Okay, we also add the quest note. So okay, then we have the archers and the use of the bow weapon, right? The player will say there is nothing like a precise shot, precise bow hit. Who is or where I can learn about ranged weapons. Okay. About ranger weapons. Okay, so for the Rangers of the Dome, it's fantastic that we have the quest, by the way. I don't know why we never added them. I don't know. But we have them, guys. We have them. Someone made them, not me, which is fantastic. Someone worked. Ah, fuck. But this one, okay, I spoke too early. Because for the bow, actually, we don't have... well, we have the guy, though. We have Jusk, which is the bowmaster. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we will have to work a bit on this, but at least we can start... So Jusk is... what is this guy? I think he's in the shops above, right? It's the guy with the bow on his back that I just added. Yeah, exactly. It's this guy. It's this guy. Yeah. It's this guy. Look at his pretty cat face. Yeah. Okay, so I think this guy is a good start. Okay, let me update also this list because I want to be sure that everything is consistent, right? So here is Gregory plus this guy, and here is Gregory plus this guy. Okay. 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 So the expert of ranged weapons is Jusk. The expert of the ranged weapons is Jusk, our bowmaster. The rangers of the dome are tight community. A tight community of I don't know what to say, but the rangers of the dome includes, let's say, fighters and hunters. And so the dome includes fighter and hunters. You can find Jusk in the upper levels of the arena. In the upper levels of the arena, where the shops are. Okay. So for ranged weapons, I have to speak with Jusk. In the upper level of the arena. Okay, I'm also adding all the quest notes so that this is already, is already correct. Let me save it meanwhile. Okay, sometime I'm not saving it. Okay. Okay. Then we have the X, right? And for the X, yeah, unfortunately for the bows, we don't have the quest. But at least we have the starting guy, which is important for now. Okay. The X, yeah, the Indomitables, right? The Indomitables. You're saying he's been a trainer, Kaiman has been a trainer in that? I don't know. X Academy, quest chain. This one, he has only very little information. Okay. So there is in theory a new NPC. There is a new NPC. We can create a new NPC if we want. We can create a new NPC, but I think would be nice to have a starting point in the arena, no? Because in theory here is already sending you to the bronze door, but I think it's too far, right? I think it's too far. So there should be another starting point. Yeah, we don't have any names here. We don't have any names. So we have to find a name without messing up too much. So Jusk, we said that is a master archer, and there is no way, right? It cannot be him. Birkin. Let me see if there is any that already has an axe for whatever reason. Birkin has a hammer. Birkin has a hammer and is a creature hunter. And we put him in which category? None of them. Okay, so he's available in theory. He's available. He has a hammer, but we can change it. I mean, it's a pity because probably it's also in his description, so... No, it's not in his description. So we could have an axe. We could actually have an axe there. If we want. Birkin. Birkin, I think, is the one that is saying that is the creature master. Well, I'm at the head of the arena hunters. It is my responsibility to catch all those monsters you fight here, and I'll tell you I've been doing for a long time. Yeah, he may be, though. He may be. I think this guy may be our guy if we change the hammer to the axe. So Birkin is a possibility. We have Bordaron. Bordaron, I think we have him already. No, we don't have him anywhere. Bordaron. Bordaron is this guy. He has a mace. He has a mace. Yeah, but I think we should... these two guys are free, are not associated to anything. Then we have Dariur. I think in the arena there is not a lot of people, because these people here, right, are all outside of the arena. Yeah, actually they are all outside. Okay, so I think we can find one, right? I think we can find one. At the moment, these three guys are available as well. Gunnar. Isn't Gunnar the guy that we moved? Or is Sinto the guy that we moved? Is Sinto. Sinto is the guy that we moved. Ah no, Gunnar. Okay. So this guy's gone. He's no more in the arena. This guy's no more in the arena. So this guy has been moved to Listarindel. And so this guy is gone. This guy is gone. Kireya is a baker apprentice. No, baker apprentice is useless for our current quest, which is to find someone for the X. No, definitely she cannot be. Is the spoon rotated the wrong way? Is the spoon rotated the wrong way? I think it is. Fuck. Okay, anyway, it's not a big deal, but still. Better. Okay, so this one is a baker, so no way. Cratch is a retired gladiator. Cratch is an old but well built in on his birthday, starting touch of grey, blah blah blah. Speaking of gladiators, of his well-equipped training gear shows sign of intense and patchwork pattern scarring his face. When he trains, his voice is loud. He barks order. Okay. This guy, what weapon you have? You have a flail kind of weapon. Maybe not you, huh? Maybe not you. The gladiators are my responsibility. You know, everyone is saying that he's responsible for something, but at the end, it's very hard to understand the hierarchy of this freaking arena. Everyone is doing... Anyway. Kiri is sent all for Enkidukai, Renz are not well in weapons and they long and the next phase. Chainmail armor covers his body. I was got for the sabre when she fights. So she has a sabre, and so unlikely it can be a good one for our thing. Lara Nielli. Sometimes touch the music after the sure. The moment draw close is trying his back, falls his sword. So this guy also has a sword. Bro, no one in the arena has an axe. Why? Okay, let me try this too. And if they are not good, we will choose the first guy, I guess, Birkin. Which I remember is already involved in some quest, by the way. This guy is a double sword, so definitely not. Double sword, not just one, two. This one could be in theory. Ex-gladiator. She's also an experienced fighter. The old master of the arena mercenary. The old master of the arena mercenary. Yeah, we have to change that because Mercenaries doesn't really exist anymore, right? It was an old faction that we deleted. I think we can have her, so we can just change the visual equipment, right? We will give her an axe or 2 axes, and I think she will be the entry point. She will be the entry point because for, let me just see, axe. Yeah, axe, there are only some ideas, but not, there is actually a picture of something. Ah, it's the Eagle unit. What is this Eagle unit? My name is Emilian Mail. Alright, are you married? What is that? I have no idea. Okay, so I think we will have her, okay? So she will be the Indomitable, the Indomitables, right? The Indomitables. The Indomitables. Okay, good. The Indomitables. Okay, fantastic. Nayera. Okay. Fantastic. Let me just change her aspect so that she has an axe, maybe even 2 axes, one on the back and one on the side. So she would look a bit more in line with the Nayera. Items. Is she selling anything? No, she's not. So we will remove the platinum steel mace. And we will put weapon X. I think if we can have a nicer axe on the side, like the golden axe, not the video game. Golden axe, visual equip, left hip. Okay, and then we can have a normal axe on the back. Weapon axe, battle axe. Left shoulder, right shoulder. Right shoulder. Okay. Let me try to reset the NPC. Nice. Very nice. Okay. Is the one at the back golden or not? It seems to be normal to me. I'm not looking at the ass. I'm looking at the axe. Why give me a second. I think it's probably because ornate. Ornate. doesn't work. Ay, 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 ay. I mean, it doesn't work because they are not assigned, or what? Platinum. Let me try platinum. Fuck. Strange. Strange. Very strange. Very strange. Icon texture 77. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Could it be one day that I don't have my inventory fully busy? One day. No. 5 clacker legs. What the hell? Okay, so item platinum battle axe. I have a problem. I think that this thing is not working. Ay, 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 ay. Why? The texture is not going through? Fuck. No, it is. What? Why it works on me and it doesn't work on her? It's the same axe. It's the same axe. Platinum battle axe. Huh? Platinum battle axe. Why? Because she has 2. Wait a second. Wait a second. Again now. Very nice. I think this one can be flipped, no? Yes. Exactly. Very nice. I like that. Sorry for the ass. Look at this beautiful gem. It's cut off in the middle because the normal map is wrong. But anyway. Fine. Okay, so she will be our axe master. Okay, or anyway. The Indomitables, exactly. Exactly. Okay, so going back to what we were doing, right? Now we can associate this quest step to we can associate this step to this one, right? So interaction of the combat. Okay, so menu. What can the player say? The player can say. Player can say. The player can say. Speed and strength. I don't know. I'm thinking what can be a good definition for an axe. I mean, it's the fact that it's double weapon, that is two edges, right? Maybe. Or the fact that it's two edges, or the fact that it's maneuverable, but also powerful, right? I like combat. I like to. I like special. I don't know, special moves or special maneuvers, but also speed. Wait. How can the player say is interested in the axe weapons without actually saying axe? I want something that eats hard and gets job done. I'm drawn to fighters all the line, just not chase glory. An idea of standing my ground and cutting through the enemy. Expectation and raw clever power. Which group focuses on protecting the dome itself and more about power and precision and fly? Should trans fighters? No, but it should be a description of the weapon category or fighting style. Fighting style. I'm interested in something heavy with a strong follow-through, like an axe, we could say. I like weapons that can split armor and shields. Yeah, let's do this. Exactly what I wanted. I like weapon that can split armor and shields, like an axe. Okay. So Gregory will say the Indomitables is a great organization focused on the usage of single and double blade axes. The Indomitable. What is the name of this lady? Nayera is the best person to start with. You can find her in the pits. Well, she's not exactly in the pits. She's on top of it. She's in a weird place, right? I don't know if she's always here and she moves sometimes. I don't know, because some of our NPC are moving around, but she's actually you can find her near the pits. She likes to oversee the fights and give directions to new recruit. Okay. Okay, nice. Okay, so this will have basically Gregory pointing you to the 4 people, right? To the 4 people. Now, the problem is, after this, right? Should this still be available? Are there other arenas like this one? Probably yes. But I think it should be a bit more linear though, because all these questions one next to the other. Like, what about magic? What about, you know? Maybe we can put one answer in between, which is like, okay, I'm ready to move on, or something like that. Are there organizations related to hunting or fighting? Because, you know, if I leave it as it is, you will have these 4 potential answers, and in all these ones as well, and I think it will be too much. So you will have like a list of 8 questions, right? And I think that's kind of annoying. I mean, it's too many. What about magic? I don't know why we should ask about magic, actually. Careful there, some around here frown upon the use of magic. But yes, when used properly, there are some powerful spells there that can take down the task of a creature. We have some magic-related tournament here from time to time. You probably want to visit a magic shop in the forest, get started with that. Yeah, so there is just another exit to the magic, right? But I don't know really. Maybe, you know what we can do? We can exclude those questions if you already asked. Yeah, let's do that. That I think is the best. So if you already asked about this step, so you already asked about the organizations. Are there organizations I can join related to hunting or fighting? So I think if you say this, the other options will go away. And so you will only have these 4 options. So this is step 12. By the way, I have to update all these steps now. So there is 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, and then this is 20, which is the last one. Now, changing the steps on the fly is not the greatest idea, because people may be in the middle of this quest, but that's fine. We will live with that. So completion introduction step. No. So, or we remove, I mean, we have two ways. Or we say that this should be available if there is not, or we put one in the middle, right? We put like a middle question. Like, can I ask about other stuff, right? Something like that. And that will open up this once. But if you don't click it, they will never appear. That's a possibility. Can I get work as a hunter or a fighter? I don't want this thing to become too long. That's the 11, 12. So this requires 12. So this 4 requires 12, right? But the problem is that 12 goes with 9, 10, 11, which are the steps, which are 3 other questions, right? And how exactly you practice armor? How can I get work as hunter or fighter? Are there organizations I can join? You know what I can do? I can move those additional questions in this block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. So will be 3, right? 3 additional questions. So you will have 6 before completing those 3, right? Oh my god, another voice message. No, voice message, no. Voice message, no. Yeah, we are organizing for tomorrow when I have to travel, so people are sending me things. It feels to me there are a bit too many questions. I mean, it's a bit too much. I don't know if I want just to delete them, but because you are asking so much, right? You are asking, how do I improve my skills? Okay. Then you are asking about training. Then you are asking where you can sell the items that you find on the creatures. Then you are asking who is buying the animal part. Well, this is a kind of a repetition though. Can we merge it? Here in the render is a vendor. The size of body when in the first place the hunter a long day while in the tavern is not refreshment. I don't know, this seems to be a bit of a repetition of that. Where can I get a shield? How do I practice armor? Bro, I mean, this guy is asking like 1,000 questions. So this one to me seems more question that should always be available on Gregory as generic answers, right? But are there other arenas? What about magic? And what should I fight next? I mean, it's a pity to delete this text, but it is really needed. I don't know. Like the last step, right? The last step is the last step is relying on, so it's basically skipping. So this last step can skip the organizations, which is a problem. I think you should choose at least one. Yeah, we need to. So basically, okay. So I need to decide this. So basically, what is going on at the moment is there is one thing, and there are a number of questions, right? Then these questions are used in blocks of 3 to go into another question, right? And this is what is a bit confusing. And then there is my question with 4 again, right? The 4 factions. And then there are another three that are still pending from here, right? There's an additional 3 that are always available. So the problem is that when you are at this step, right? Let's say that you are here, you see these 4 and you see also these past 3 ones, right? Plus the goodbye. There is a last one. There is a goodbye that basically make you exit from the quest. And this goodbye at the moment is linked after these 3, right? Is linked after these 3. And this one's actually, actually I did it wrong because no. I did it wrong because these 3 are connected there, right? Are connected here. So yeah, so my problem is that in that quest, apart from the initial 3 that is good, they are exclusive, right? You need to answer these 3 to go here. Then you have 4 plus another 4, so you have 8 options, and I think it's super confusing. I think we should add something in the middle, like, okay, I'm done with the basic questions, right? And this, and the basic, and I think that the basic question should be set 1 and set 2. I think it should be like this, right? So this set should be here, and it should be like more advanced questions. And yeah, I think we have to rework a bit the structure, unfortunately. Otherwise, it's too confusing. So I think we can group we can have three groups. Okay, we can have basic questions, we can have advanced question, and then we can have the organization questions. And at any time you can skip, right? If you say, oh, I had enough, okay, enough basic information, you will move to the next block. And if you say, okay, enough advanced information, you will move to the organizations, pretty much, right? Something like that. So there is 3 blocks, maximum 4 answers each. And so if you really want to click on a lot of stuff, you can, but if you want to skip, you can skip. I think it's probably a better design than what it is now, right? So, and I think they're already divided kind of okay, right? Because the very basic is like how to get started, how do I improve my skill, right? Where I can sell the items. So this is all very basic stuff. And 8, 9, 10, right? 8, 9, 10 brings to, yeah, for example, practicing armor, it seems to be already a bit more advanced, but 9, 10, 11. So I will add a step here in between, right? And the step in between will be, I want the organizations at the end. So the step in between will be, I have to move all the numbers, fuck. Step in between will be, when you ask those 3 questions, it will be thanks for the okay, that gives me the basics, right? That gives me the basics. What about some more questions? And this one, we can say, sure, I'm happy to help. I'm happy to help. And this will be like the gate, right? This will be like the gate. Many questions to Gregory on how to start. And this will be the gate. So now, based on this step 12, I would say that you have 2 options, right? You have 2 options. Or you go for more questions, or you go for the organizations. So if you go for the more questions, you can do this set 1, 2, and 3. Okay. There is more. I can even leave it there, but it is more questions. So this will have 12 as a prerequisite, and it will have no completion of our organization thingy, which is 13 now. And I will have to review this to be sure it is correct, because at the moment it's a bit of a mess. 13, okay. And I will do the same. No, I will just exclude this advanced question if you go to the organizations, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. So 1, 2, and 3 will be like this. 1, 2, and 3, 17, 17, 18. Now all the numbers changed. Fuck it. Yeah, this editing like this is kind of painful. That is why I wanted to create a kind of a automatic, I mean, like a visual tool, right? To edit Quest, because it's pretty tough actually to do it this way. So 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay. And it is based on the 30, okay. And now there is the block where you have no completion of 13. Okay, so basically if you start with the other organizations, these 3 disappear and disappear forever, and that's fine. It's like you're moving on, right? We will have to test this because we will have to test this. Okay, let me review it 1 second. So let's review the step first, that they are correct. Step 2, step 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Okay, all the steps are correct. There are no duplicate steps. Now let's do the, let me save meanwhile, because I did so many changes. I don't want to lose it. Now let me listen 1 second to the voice, thingy that they sent me. 1 second. Okay. Sorry, I lost a bit track of what I was doing. Yes, we were checking this. So yeah, two this is not requiring. So okay, we arrive here. Step 3 requires 2, right? And requires no completion of step 4. Because it's the I have a weapon, I don't have a weapon. Okay, fine. Where do we train? So 5 is 3 or 4. Okay. 6 requires 5, 7 requires 6, so here is linear. 8 requires 7, 9 requires 8, 10 okay, and here are the 3 that are in parallel again. So 10 requires 8, 8 and 11 requires 8. So these three are in parallel, okay? These three are in parallel, but he asks you to complete them all, right? Because his series says 9, 10, 11. Okay, this is the basic. What about some more questions? Or... But I have few more questions if you may. No, if I may, if you can. Sure, I'm happy to help. Sure, I'm happy to help. Maybe you will be the next champion or the future champion. The future champion of the arena. Okay. So step 13 is other organization I can join related to hunting or fighting. So basically these two are mutually exclusive, right? You choose this or you choose this. If you choose this, you complete 12, otherwise you complete 13. If you complete 12, which is the additional questions, we go down here. So you need to have completed 12 and you have to not to have completed 13. Yeah. And no. What did I do? Yes, so these are all the same. So these three blocks, right, are happening only if you completed 12 and not 13. Okay, nice. So as soon as you click on 13, these four appear, right? These four appear. That are the four factions. And after this is complete, now we have to determine what happens after this is completed, though. Because I want at least one of these to be completed if you go to the end, right? At least one of the four should be... so the four are 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay. 14, 15, 16, 17. Do we want the player to click all of them? Or do we want the player to click one? I think one is okay. If he clicks on one and he wants to say bye, he can say bye, right? So this means that from 14 to 17 should be all in OR. From 14... 15... 16... I don't know if I need the dot when I have an OR or not. No, I don't need the dot. Okay. Okay. And 17. Okay. So here we will say, I think the player should say, okay, I now know, I know more about the organizations, and I have in mind, and I have in mind what I want to join or what, and I have what can we say? I have in mind. I know more about the organizations. I will join one. I will join one. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Gregory Bering looks in at his paper again. Sure, good luck. Remember to always keep learning and growing. That includes basic things like developing a strength and agility. Everything is even how much damage you can deal in a fight, as well as how much damage you can take in a turn. Keep at it, and someday you will be taking on Urburnouts. Okay, fantastic. I think that's it, boys. Ouch. No requirement. Require completion in time to come to step 15. Line 187. What? What do you mean? Require completion of introduction to combat step 15. Unknown requirement. Why? What do you mean unknown requirement? Unknown requirement? Huh? Sorry, if I do this. If I do this, it works. So it doesn't like the ore. But the ore, we used it here. Ah, you only have to say completion of. Require or okay. Yeah, my syntax was wrong. So you only have to say require or completion of or completion of or completion of. Okay, this is the way to do it. Okay, nice. Do we want to test it? To test it, I need only Gregory. I need only Gregory loaded. That I think we have already, because we had all the Compass Quest NPC. And Gregory was in the list, or no? I don't remember. Let me see. Gregory. Gregory is this weird number 092. No, it was not any of them. Gregory. Okay. So we have to repopulate this one and not this one. We need NPC true, item false, quest true. Okay. Fantastic. This quest is number 1305, so we can check in the log if he's loading properly or if he's giving any errors. So the server crashed. Fantastic. So he's not loading. So he's not loading that. It looks like. is not loading, my friends. Error empty quest note for quest introduction to combat at line 164. Empty quest note. But 164. I don't know. Quest note. Gregory mentioned. Quest note. 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 Yes, empty quest note. Yeah, there is one that is empty. What is this one? Is for X. For access, I have to speak with Nayera. Nayera. Near the pits. Our validator is really picky. If you have an empty quest note, is bailing out and saying nope. And saying nope. Okay, it's loading, huh? Beautiful. Crap. Pam para pam. Para pam. Para pam. Let me see, huh? How are things going here? Huh. Okay. Okay. Wow, the music, bro. Music insane. So we go to Gregory. Now, is this one... I don't remember. Are these quests requiring the Zerim quest? No, absolutely not, right? So the Zerim quest remains open if you want, or you can close it. And then you have the introduction to whatever, right? Okay. Okay, here is our Gregory in the more basic version, because on my server I don't have by the way, I want to hone. What the hell is hone? Why people writing Quest are using words that I never. What does hone means? Ah, affinare. Oh wow. Very nice. Well, I mean, you just started, so hone.
Hone.
Hone. Okay. Affinare. In Italian is affinare.
Affinare.
Affinare. Affinare. I like how the Google translator speaks like Mario. Okay. I want to hone my skill in fighting. Can you help?
Let me guess. You want to become some great warrior? That's what everyone wants when they come here to the arena.
Oh wow, he's speaking for real. Why that? I don't know. But anyway. What is the best way to get started? Yes, that's a common question. The invasion in particular, people on alert. Many of the pressing skill defend all land from the creature coming through the stone labyrinth, but it can difficult to get started when you have nothing to start with. What? That phrase was a bit weird. You have nothing to get started with. You have nothing to get started with. I mean, it's the same. It's basically the same thing. What? Many are practicing skill to defend our land from the creature coming through the stone labyrinth. Okay, I think this is a good information. But it can be difficult to get started when you have nothing to start with. Oh, what the fuck does it mean? Let's say, but it can be difficult at start. I don't know. Can be difficult to start. Can be difficult to start. Okay. But it can be difficult to start. The key is to set small goals and reach them one by one. Okay. Reach them one by one. For instance, if you are going to need to buy equipment you need for a specific skill. No, wait. For instance, you are going to need to buy the equipment you need for a specific skill. Okay. Hopefully you were given a weapon and some other things on your way to into Isle. At our welcome area as a bit of a head start. I don't know if I really like this phrase actually. I don't know if I like this. The key, it says most goal to reach more than one, I think is okay. But the second part that says, for instance, you are going to need to buy some equipment for a specific skill. I mean, this is so obvious that why he has to say this? Why he has to say this? It's just so obvious, right? Let's just say, for instance, the equipment, right? For instance, the equipment. And then it would say, hopefully, for instance, the equipment. Hopefully you were given a weapon. You were given a weapon. I don't know. It looks like he's thinking that someone in the outpost just gifted you a weapon for whatever reason. Well, actually, Ibar does, I guess, because you ask the weapon and it gives you the weapon or not. I think Ibar gives you weapons, no? Through the quest? Yes, it does. 1 second. So yeah, so maybe it's correct actually. Let me just double check, but I think it's probably correct. Does this NPC give you... Yeah, give shore sword, give mace. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So I don't even know why we should ask this, right? But anyway, hopefully you were given a weapon and some other things on your way to Idla in our welcome area. Well, in our welcome area, I don't know if it's really good. Hopefully you were given a weapon to Idla, right? Let's do that. Let's do that. And then you can answer yes or no. Okay, fine. So we changed that phrase. We changed that phrase. So you can answer. So at this point, you can. This will be shorter because I think it's too long and annoying. So you can answer no, I don't have a weapon. Or you can answer yes, I have a weapon. Right. So and these two are mutually exclusive. If you say no, it will just suggest to go to Arnquist. If you say yes, it will say anyway that Arquist is selling weapons. Arquist has also a small collection of, but you can. No. I might even help you to learn more unarmed fighting. I don't think you should say that because we said that he's associated to the first one, to the keen edge, right? So you should say there are people here that can help you. So you can use your fist to emulate more your style. No, let me delete this phrase. It's just useless. For now, there is a guard by the plaza, the winch gate, named Percival. He will train you melee in using his sword as well. This phrase is coming from the past. This phrase remained like this when we had the trainers, but Percival is not training freaking anyone. Absolutely not. There are some, you know, leftovers, right? There are some leftovers. Percival is training agility. But he's definitely not training melee, so melee. Alex says my collection weapon is sell, but you can also use your fist if melee is more your style. I would just say we will speak about we will speak about that later if you want. We will speak about fighting styles. Yeah, fighting styles later if you want. I think that's enough. Yeah, here the quest note is wrong actually. Yeah, I didn't reread it all. I mean, I thought this was okay, but it's not. So we would say no. We would say no. Hopefully you were given a weapon or some of the things the way to other. What? Huh? I said no, I don't have a weapon. Why is answering like this? No weapon, good weapon. No, I don't have a weapon. Well, there is my first trip. Hey, why is it not working? Step 3. Require completion of introduction combat step 2, require completion of step 4. Yeah, exactly. But why? Ah, it's broken. This thing is broken, it doesn't work, I don't know why. It doesn't work, guys. These two are not working. How is possible? Is it the trigger that is weird? I can change the trigger, but it's very strange. I think it's the trigger, there is no other explanation. It can only be the trigger. Let me delete the maps, because at the moment, since we did the release, we have all the maps loaded again, right? And that's not a great idea. Okay. I deleted the map, so the server should load quicker. It's still loading all the quests, but... Guys, when you test the game, right, and if you see some inconsistency like this, let me know, right? I can fix them, because I think that having a good progression through the quest is important. And if you see, you know, some weird text, like the NPC are saying something they should not say, let me know, I can fix it. Like, this quest is a very basic quest, and it needs to be right. Right? It needs to be right, because new players are gonna do it. Assuming that they are able to reach the arena, but... Assuming that... Piripi-pling. Piripi-pling. No, I don't have a weapon. Well, yes, it was the trigger. Well, it is my first tip. Get one. Seriously, Arnquist has a small collection of weapon he sells, but you can also use the fist if melee is more your style. Okay. How do I improve a skill? By practice, as simple as that. To begin with, there are several categories of weapon. You need a different weapon to get better in different skill. But I recommend you start with one and get good at it. And then if you want to go better and try something else, you can go back the others anytime. Yeah, I really don't like when NPC are speaking like super common sense, right? I mean, if they are telling you stuff that you already know, right? It's just a waste of time and reading, right? So I think it's good that he told you that you can practice just by using it. So there is basically nothing that you have to do to practice, and that's good because there may be other mechanics in the game that requires you to pay for skills or things like that. But all of this that he's saying, there are several categories of weapons. And you need different weapons to get better in the different skills. I would say, to begin with, weapons are grouped in categories, right? And you learn the group. I don't know if it's too out of character, right? It's too out of character because it's true. So you have like the blades, and you are practicing the blades, right? Swords, and then you. Yeah, I understand what we were trying to say here. I understand it, but I don't know if the player understands it. There are several categories of weapons. No, I would say different. I would say every weapon falls into a category. Example swords. And by practicing every weapon falls into a category. Every weapon falls into a category. Example swords. By practicing, you improve in all the weapons part of that category. The problem is that if I say it like this, right, is explaining exactly the rule, but it's very out of character. Because it's very strange that someone tells you, like a sword master is telling you, oh, there are categories of weapons. I say, well, what do you mean? What do you mean? I think we can say maybe that it's the same fighting style or something like that. Yeah, maybe we should say that. Every weapon falls into a category. Example swords, which determines the style and movements, right? The movement and balance. Let's say the movements and balance you have to learn. By practicing, you improve. By practicing, you improve in all the weapons part of that category. To begin with, every weapon falls into a category. Example swords. We determine the movement and balance you have to learn. So you learn a group of weapons. Let's say a group of weapons at the same time. Maybe like this is a bit more understandable. You can start. You can start with one, and if you want to go back and try something else, you can always go back to the others at any time. And if you want to go back and try something else, you can always you can go back and try the others anytime. Yeah, that I think is good to say, because it means that you are not locking, you know, into a single skill. There is sword, knives, dagger, axes, mace and hammer, polearms, spears, along with melee. Oh, and there are ranged weapons too, such as bows. Pick your favorite weapon type and train it for a while, but don't forget defensive skills. You can practice various types of armor as well as shield handling. As you practice using a weapon and armor, you will become better at it. The more you practice, the better you will become. This is a bit too long, I would say, but pick your favorite weapon type and you train it for a while. Don't forget the defensive skill. You can practice various type of armor as well as shield handling. The more you practice, the better it will become. Okay, I made it a bit shorter because I think it's very long-winded, actually. It's a very long-winded answer. I mean, I understand we did it just to explain to the people, but I think it's too long. So I made it shorter. So after this, you say that's a lot of training. I don't know if I like that that's a lot of training. What does it mean? That's a lot of training. When you're just learning the basic, it won't take long to get better, but it does take longer the better you want to get. If you were you would start with the training dummies. That's a lot of training. What do you mean that's a lot of training? It didn't tell you how much. It just told you that you have to do it. Right? So I think that your question could be, can I practice without bloodshed or without risking my life? Can I practice without risking my life? And he will say, when you're just learning the basics, no, I would say, he would say, depends how brave you are. Depends how brave you are. You can get into a real fight or practice, right, with the dummies, or use the training dummies. So it is giving you an information that if you go to the training dummies, you can practice your skill, right? The training dummy they have set up here in the arena to get a feel of for how a weapon swings. Then you can attack on small creatures like rats. To watch out for disease 1. You need some potion ready in case you catch something from them. There are rats here in the arena as well in the idle sewers. I would say there are small creatures. I mean, saying rats. There are small creatures here at the arena as well as the idle sewers. The benefit of taking on opponents like rats instead of just working with a training dummy is loot. Yeah. You can sell animal panic on level 3 that way. Okay, so I like this more. So I'm trying to like make it a bit shorter and also avoid the NPC to just say very simple stuff, right? Okay, so this one we changed also. Where can I sell them? There isn't the arena event or other. Okay, so this is good because it is telling you that you can actually sell the loot that you get from the animals, and it's telling you where to sell it, right? So, and that is very nice. The barkeeper buys animal parts, yes, blah blah blah. Okay, that's good. I think this is good. Now here there are other questions, right? Like, can I get work as a fighter? Where I can get a shield? How do I exactly practice armor? How can I work as hunter or fighter? And blah blah blah. So that's all good. Okay, so now you have, that gives me the basics, and I have a few more questions. Or there is this one that skips the whole section, right? You skip the whole section. So let's try to go through the section and see what happens. And here we have the other question. Yes. Here are all the other questions. But if you click on this one, you will skip all, right? Okay. Okay. And here we go into the organizations, right? The weapon used in the combat style are the male elements here. You can also be part of multiple organizations, but they will spread you thin for progress and fame. And here we have the 4, hopefully. I want to become a blade master. I like blunt weapons. There is nothing like a precise bow hit. Where I can learn about ranged weapons. I like weapons with speed, armor, and shield. So, now, I think if you choose one, you can still speak the others, right? Yes. And now I have the goodbye, right? That I didn't have before. So you can end the quest on it. Okay, I think it's working, guys. I think it's working. I think when the quest finishes, we don't really have a good visual effect, right? I think we need to add it. I mean, I cannot add it now, but I would like to add something that is telling you that you have completed the quest, right? So it's telling you in the chat, but visually, I think it would be nice to have, I don't know, a green mark or something, a bling, right? A bling, blong, blang that is telling you something about it. So, visual hint plus sound when completing a quest. I think there should be something, because at the moment, you don't know that you completed a quest, right? So like, for example, now I was speaking with him, and it seems that I can continue to speak with him forever, but in reality, we finished the quest. And the next quest is starting, right? This one. So... Also, I don't know if completing a quest should actually close the dialogue. I think it may be a good idea. So that it gives you a sense of having completed something, right? So it may close the discussion with the NPC, and he may put a, I don't know, a pop-up here on the right with quest completed. And then if you want, you can speak with him again, but at least one chapter is completed, right? One thing is complete. At the moment you can continue to speak, and I think it feels a bit weird. I think we can add close NPC dialogue. Visual in plus sound plus close NPC dialogue window. Do you agree to that or no? I think it will feel more proper, right? Oh, wait a second, I forgot. I forgot that I have to do something. One second. Time flies. Okay. I will have to go soon, but I will be here tonight as well. So this evening will be probably the last stream, unless I want to stream tomorrow morning, but it's very, very unlikely. I would say no. So, but I can stream tonight, I think. I can stream tonight. If any of you want to follow the crazy progress on this crazy game. Okay. So I think this quest is completed and it works. So my suggestion is that we load it in production. So I will have to copy this introduction to combat. Yes. Okay. At one point you come back? Well, yes, I hope so. What do you mean? Yes, I certain, yeah. I will not stay in holiday forever. I will not stay in holiday forever, no. Weeks, so I will be back. I will be back the 17, right? So I think it's unlikely the 17 I'm gonna stream, but let's say that I am in holiday the week after, so we can probably I can probably stream the 18 of August, okay? So I will be with you again the 18th of August. Or the 17, but the 17 I think is unlikely. So yes, I will come back, Ulla, don't worry. Don't worry. Your only real worry is if I found a wife and the wife doesn't allow me to do plane shift. That should be your only worry. But I'm really working hard that this doesn't happen. So you should be safe for now. Okay. Okay, so basically that is good, right? Because we did in our overall flow, right? In our overall flow. And I don't know if I want to actually put it in pictures, but probably yes. Probably I don't even know how to say this, but it is basically the progression, right? Is the main game progression. The main game progression. I don't know if there is a mission for it or what, but we have this one main plot, right? We have main plot, welcome land. Yeah, it's basically this one. It's basically this one. So let me update this one, right? Let me update this one. Okay, so So this is the main plot, right? And the main plot is made of these pieces, right? There is like the introduction storyline, which is this one. There is like the intro storyline, where you select your race, you have the onward history, you go through the portal, you go in the Draken Plane, you go out of the portal, you go into the stone labyrinth, you get the torch, you get into the outpost, you get this. By the way, you also get a weapon, we understood. So you get a weapon. You get a weapon. You get a weapon. Yeah. You get a weapon, you get a welcome letter, you get 2 maps, right? You get 2 maps. So that is what that is one of the the main run that you do, and I would say that this you can call it the tutorial. Okay, this you can call the tutorial. Then the welcome letter, right? We said that the welcome letter is pointing to Zerrin, right? So it was Mr. Guard, but now it's Zerrin, right? So we know now the name of the lady. Okay, so this is the first piece, right? Then you go here. And here we have the welcome letter that brings you to Zerrin. Exactly. Exactly. This goes to a profession, right? This goes to a profession. Now the city manager, let me leave it separate. But this is basically, Zerrin is speaking about a profession with you. And with the profession, we speak about the factions, right? Profession / factions, right? And we go here. Now, I don't know if I want to list all of that, but basically the first split is what we have here, right? So we have, we actually have this. So we have crafting, fighting. No, we have magic, crafting, fighting, and religion. We have magic, crafting, fighting, and religion. And then these branches, right? These branches. So this goes Levrus. I don't know if I want to type it all again, but basically, probably not. But here you have all the people, right? So crafting branches into cooking and blah, 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 you know, and all the subcategories, right? Fighting branches into guards and independent. And the religion breaks into Talad, Langs, whatever, right? Okay, so basically here you start your faction thingy. So I think that here you already are on the right track, right? Because yes, pretty much, right? Now I would like to have a few more steps in here. So one step is that you start with the city manager, so basically providing materials to defend the city. But then at a certain point you also reach the guild hall of your of your profession, right? So there should be another step somewhere here, which is the guildhall, right? Profession or faction guildhall, right? Did you reach it? Did you reach it at a certain point, right? And I think that is probably going in parallel. I don't know exactly how to introduce it, but I think there should be a quest that speaks about the city manager, the dungeons, and all of that. But I think that this is already a decent progression, right? That we did not have in the past, and now we have. So I think this is already helping a lot, right, for a new player. Okay, so I think we should try to introduce this quest. Gregory actually already has the Keen Edge quest. I don't know if I want to check them all again, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quests. There are 5 quests. And I don't think I want to touch them. I think that for now we will consider that those are okay. Warsmiters. Swordsmiters. Yes, I think we can check the we can check those quests and try to put them in. Because this 000 is very painful, right? 000. So we don't have any quest for these things, and it's very bad. Okay, let me see if these quests actually make any sense. I hope they do. I mean, they've been created and they've never been approved, right? So this quest I never read, but there are some quests that I never read anyway. So because it's been made by other people in the past. Rules quest. Warsmiters bludgeoning. Okay, in theory we have 5 quests. One of which is called Blunt Dream. And Zuna created it. Blunt. There it is. I think this one is the one that is empty. Oh no, it's not empty. It's already in. Now, it will be nice to understand if what is on the server is the same of this. Hopefully, yes, but let me try. And then I have to go, unfortunately. Text document, blunt trim from server. Boom. Let me see how these two compare. They are different. They are different. The one on the server seems to be more up to date than the one that we have on text. Oh, by the way, on this one we also have the voiceover. Insane. Mason Hammer. Yeah, here we have a bit of a fuck up. Okay, wow, 45 steps. This quest is insane. It's pretty big. This quest is pretty big. This quest is pretty big. Okay, guys, I think I'm coming back after dinner in about 1 hour from now, and we will continue, right? We will continue a bit with this quest. I want to review them, see if we can put them in, and quest specific variables: war pick, hammer, mason, club. Oh wow. What does that do? I have no idea. No idea what this variable is doing, but it's used for something. Okay, guys. See you soon. Bye bye. See you in about 1 hour. Okay, 1 hour roughly. 1 hour and 20. Roughly. Bye bye. See you.